Jai Ho students, welcome to SKCBSC's Digital class session. Dear students, in earlier class we have discussed about the polynomials. What are polynomials and what are the types of polynomials? Polynomials are the algebraic expressions which are formed by the combination of variables and constant. And we have studied the types of polynomials: linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial and cubic polynomial in the previous class. So what are linear polynomials? The polynomials with degree 1. Degree means the power of the variable is 1. Then we can say it is a linear polynomial. If the power of the variable is 2, if the degree of the given polynomial is 2, then we can say it is a quadratic polynomial. And next one is a cubic polynomial. A cubic polynomial is a polynomial whose degree is 3. Clear? So that all things we have discussed in the previous class. And today we have to see that a linear polynomial and its zeros. Linear polynomial and its zeros means, what is zero? Already we have studied zeros of a polynomial. So once again I recall what is zero of a polynomial. That is, k is a zero of a polynomial. Any polynomial is. So in general I am explaining what is zero of a polynomial. K is a zero of a polynomial. Polynomial P of x. Suppose k is one of the zero of a polynomial P of x, then P of k must be equal to 0. It has to satisfy that condition. Then we can say it is a 0. K should be where k is a real number. Where k is a real number. Any real number it should be. Then that k is said to be a 0 of a polynomial. This is 0 of a polynomial for all the polynomials. It may be linear polynomial, it may be quadratic polynomial, it may be cubic polynomial, or it may be polynomial with degree 4, 5, 6 and so on. So now this is the general statement for 0 of a polynomial. This is what we can say, general formula for the zeros of a polynomial. Now, what is linear polynomial? As we have discussed already in the class 9th standard. In the last year 9th standard we have discussed that a linear polynomial has at most 1 zero. Quadratic polynomial has at most 2 zeros. And cubic polynomial has at most 3 zeros. Now we have to study linear polynomial. And we have also studied what is the general form of the linear polynomial in variable x. Okay, so first we need to write the general form of linear polynomial in variable x. So next point is general form of linear polynomial in x. That is what we have to discuss now. General form. Already we have discussed this one. Already we have seen that what is the general form of the linear polynomial. So linear polynomial is having degree 1. So what is that general form? So we can take P of x. P of x is equals to ax plus b. This is what we can say the general form of linear polynomial in variable x, where a and b are real numbers. What are those a and b? Any real numbers, where a and b are real numbers. Real numbers. A and b are real numbers, and a should not be equals to 0. Suppose a is 0, the entire value will become only b. Then we can say it is constant polynomial. Non-zero constant polynomial when b is not equal to 0. Clear? So this is what the general form of linear polynomial in x. Okay. So as we have seen that, generally we have seen that what is the 0 of a polynomial? K is said to be a 0 of a polynomial p of x. Clear? Then p of k must be equal to 0, where k is a real number. So here p of x, what we have to take? We have to take a linear polynomial. Why? Because we are discussing linear polynomial and its zeros. Clear? As we have seen, linear polynomial has at most only one zero. It has one zero. That we should know. Now, what is the zero of this polynomial? Next point is zero of a linear polynomial. Zeros of a linear polynomial. Linear polynomial. Zeros of a linear polynomial. Then here what we have to write here? What we need to write here? What we need to write? K is a 0 of a polynomial p of x, that is linear polynomial. K is 0 of a linear polynomial. Linear polynomial p of x. Linear polynomial p of x. Then p of k must be equal to 0. P of k should be equal to 0. Then what is p of k? In place of x, we need to substitute k. So in place of x, what we need to substitute? K. So here, therefore p of x is equals to ax plus b. This is what? A linear polynomial. Then p of k must be equal to 0. When p value we have to, x value we have to substitute as k. P of k should be equal to k plus b is equals to 0. So that value has to come 0. That value has to come 0. That is ak plus b equals to 0. P of k value. Then ak plus b you should decide. It will become minus b. So a into k is equals to minus b. Now a you should decide. Again we get that is k is equals to minus b by a. K is equals to minus B by A. This is what we can say 0 of a given polynomial. This is what we can say 0 of a polynomial, that to linear polynomial K is equals to minus B by A. So this is the entire information about linear polynomial and its 0. So here, how this will work? What do you mean by this one? Look at here. What is A here? It is a coefficient of x. And what about B here? It is a constant term. That is also can be written as, what is that? K is equals to, or we can write, or what we can write? K is equals to minus B, means B is constant term. K is equals to minus constant term divided by A. What is A? A is a coefficient of x. That is coefficient of x. Which one it is? That is A. So you can write this also for the reference. So this is what the relationship between the coefficient and the 0 of the given linear polynomial. Clear? Understood? So let us take one simple example to prove this one. To prove this linear polynomial and its 0. Okay, in this example, what they have given? Find the zeros of given polynomial. Which is polynomial here? It is linear polynomial. Why? The highest power of the variable is 1. Degree of this polynomial is 1. Okay. So how to find zeros of this polynomial? How to find zeros of this polynomial? We have to take let K be a zeros of P of x equal to 2x plus 6. Suppose K be a zeros of the given polynomial. Then what is the condition we have seen? What is that condition? That is P of K should be equal to 0. P of K must be equal to 0. So here P of K should be equal to 0. In place of x, what we have to write? K. Very good. That is 2k plus 6 must be equal to 0. 2k plus 6 is equals to 0. Now, plus 6 you should decide. That is 2k is equals to minus 6. 2k is equals to minus 6. Then again 2 you should decide. K is equals to minus 6 by 2. So K must be minus 3. 2 ones are 2 3s are. K is equal to minus 3. So is this minus 3 0 of this polynomial or not? How we should come to know? So for that, what we have to do? We have to go for verification. What is that verification? Just see. In place of K, what we have to substitute? Minus 3. Then the value of polynomial should become 0. That is 2k plus 6 is equals to what value we will get? Just see. So k value is minus 3. That is 2 into minus 3 plus 6. 0. That is P of k is equals to 0. Hence verified. Okay. So as we have seen, how many values of k, how many values we obtain for k? Only one. It means if the degree of the polynomial is 1, then we get only 1 0. That too at most 1 0. So we have to confirm, we have to give a result for by seeing this question and answer. We have to give the result that a linear polynomial has at most 1 0. So that note is very important. That is a linear polynomial. A linear polynomial in x. In x means p of x. In x, a linear polynomial in x has at most 1 0. At most 1 0. So this is the entire information about linear polynomial and its zeros with examples. So in the next class we discuss about another type of polynomial, that is linear polynomial over second one quadratic polynomial and its zeros. So till then, take care. Jai Hind.